All right, I think that'll do. Okay, so let me just introduce myself. I'm Debbie Chronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here today to show you, oops, not this one. Oops, I think I need a block. Hold on. Let me grab that block out of there, and that's a pretty dirty one. We got to put away without getting clean. Man, we got a couple of them in there. I think it's time to clean house. There's a nice clean one. Okay, and we're just gonna put that on a block so I don't put my hand on it and lose it. So I'm gonna show you how I made this card. So I cased the front of it pretty much from another card that I had seen online, and you guys know casing is okay in stamping. Casing is copy and share everything, so that's C-A-S-E. And so pretty much, but then look at this. I made it so it is a fun fold card, and it opens up again. So if you're in one of my clubs, this is one that we will be doing this month. Wondering, is everything working? Oh, it is, okay. Oh, that was interesting, okay. So I think I am okay. All right, so this is one we'll be doing this month in clubs. But I'm going to show you how I made it, and I'm going to use different products. So, let me just make sure everything is okay, set. Okay, so I am going to use the new Eden's Garden, at least the paper from it, and the greeting. So the greeting and the paper. And I will put all these measurements on my blog because I'm not sure I'm really going to remember all of them, to be honest with you right now. It's been a busy morning. So I started out with a piece of Evening Evergreen, and it is 10 inches by 5.5 inches. So you're only going to get one out of a sheet, which is kind of a disadvantage to it, but it's such a cute card. And so I've scored this at 4 1/4 and 8 1/2. So I'm going to fold those over, and then we're just going to set that aside because we're done with that for right now. Then I've cut this piece, which is, if I look at my cheat sheet, I would know, It is, lost. Okay, this is 7 3/4. Yes, 7 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then I've scored it at 1/2 inch. I'm going to turn the light on here. Give us a little more light. 1/2 inch right here. And then I've scored it at 3 5/8, 4 1/8, and 4 5/8. So they're just a 1/2 inch apart with each one. And so I'm just going to fold those over like that. Okay, now we're going to put the card together first because that will keep down my confusion. But I needed to grab some tear and tape. So we're going to start with a piece of tear and tape right across this little 1/2 inch strip here. And then I'm going to take it and turn it over. Well, let me peel it off first. That would be a good idea, huh? And I'm going to turn it over. And with the 1 1/2 inch flap over here, I am going to, or whatever this is, this small flap over here, I'm going to put this on the first panel. So I'm putting it on the first panel of my card away from the small flap, and I'm going to center it from top to bottom, and I'm just going to go right inside the score line. So I want it to glue onto the first panel. So when I close this, it closes and it doesn't get caught in the fold. Okay, you could also just leave it there. Okay, all right. So then I'm going to, that is that. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to tape this shut. Just by putting some tear and tape right along here. And you need all 3 score lines. I was going to not do the 3rd score line because I said, oh, this one's just tucked under there. It doesn't need it. It does. It's a flexibility thing. And then I'm going to fold this in half. So I'm going to fold on the center score line. Turn that so you guys can see it. So I'm just bringing those 2 score lines together. Let me grab my bone folder and give some good creases here. And a nice crease there. So now you have this little door, just like that will open and close, okay? So for the inside here, I am going to attach a piece of soft succulent and a piece of the designer series paper from the Eden's Garden bundle. I'm looking for my adhesive and I need to grab a new one. That's the advantage of being in your own room. You know, everything is right where you left it, maybe, or right where you store it. Okay, so then I'm going to attach the designer series, the soft succulent, to the front here. And then I'm going to attach the designer series paper to that. Maybe. Oh, come on, that's a brand new one. Okay, there we go. It was sitting the other way in the cupboard. It was sitting up and down. Okay. Now, whatever you put on here, you want to keep in mind you don't want it to stick up too much because it's going to move. It's going to slide into this pocket, okay? So let's go ahead and create our pocket. So I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape right across the top here and right across the bottom on the flap only. Okay. Now, if your tear and tape hangs over a little bit, if it's rough on the edge there where you tear it, just fold it back on itself. So mine is, oops, I see a tiny bit, just some little hairs. Just fold it back on itself before you tape it down because you don't want it to stick to anything you don't want it to stick to. Okay, so now I probably should have done this in a lighter color. It'd be easier to see. I'm going to go ahead and line the bottom up here and press that down. I'm going to stick my fingers just barely under this and put the top one down. So I have formed a little pocket. It's interesting. I don't know if the paper stretches or what happens, but that will make it much easier for this slide action. You also want to make sure that this is glued really well on this edge because you're going to be sliding in and out of there. So you want to make sure that it's going to slide smoothly and not get hung up. Okay, that is the card mechanism. So that is just the cutest little card. I have a piece of basic white here, and I'm going to stamp a little greeting. The outside says sending hugs, and the inside is going to say, I have to get it dark so I can read it, to an incredible woman. I find that a lot of my cards go to women, most of the time. And so this came from the Hydrangea Haven, which is one of our stamp sets that came out earlier this year. Gosh, that seems so long ago. And then I also used the dies, the little flower dies. And so I'm just going to take and put a few of those little flowers along the bottom. And they're die cut in gold. So let's go ahead and attach this to our soft succulent. Whoops, I went down too far. That paper could have been cut a little shorter. And I'm going to put some little flowers right along the bottom there. I think I'll just do a couple little ones coming down. So I'm just going to put a dot there, one there, so they look like they're falling. Okay, and I'm just going to put my little flowers on there. I don't really want them in a straight line necessarily. Flowers don't fall in straight lines, do they? Okay. I got a little too much glue on that one. Whoops, and that one's coming off on my fingers. All right. Okay, so we're going to put this on the inside of this little door. So when you open it up, that's where you would sign your name. Okay, then we're going to go back and we're going to just decorate the front. Just a really simple decoration, okay? So I used the Painted Texture embossing folder, and I'm just going to add some adhesive to that, a little green glue. And stick that on there, preferably straight. Okay. Ooh, excuse that background noise. My husband's in the kitchen, and you know what, that can be a disaster. Okay, and then I'm going to add it to my card front. Oh, I already blew it. Let's see if I can pull this up. I can, look at that. I need a silicone mat. So if I have a silicone mat, grab one. I can save this piece and not ruin it while I finish it. Okay, we'll set that over there. Let's finish decorating this piece. And so I'm going to put this little strip of green from Eden's Garden just down the side. And then I have some ribbon here. And this is our soft succulent, what's this called? Open weave ribbon, that's what it is. Let's see if I can stick it to there. And I'm going to let the line go right on the edge of the paper. Oops, I want to hide the edge of the paper. So that is not going to stick. I took all my goodies out when I went up to Lincoln this morning and haven't put them all back in yet. Here we go. Let's just put a little bit of our Stampin' Seal on here. That will hold this ribbon. Just like that. This is really sticky. So some of you have commented on, how come I don't get glue all over? Well, guess what? Today I got glue all over, Jan. All right, now let's put this on the front of our card. Just like that. Okay. I have die cut, I'm going to turn that over. I have die cut 2 of the shapes from the, what's it called? Christmas to Remember? No, I don't think so. No, the Christmas season dies. I think it's this one, yes. So these are the seasonal label dies. They come with the Christmas season bundle. And so I've die cut 2 of those shapes. And I'm just going to stamp my greeting on here, which is Sending Hugs. And I'm going to do that in Evening Evergreen. It's one of my favorite colors this year is the Evening Evergreen. I think it's so pretty. It's amazing for Christmas. If you don't have this for your Christmas cards, you'll want it for sure. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of here and attach that. And then I am going to put this on with dimensionals. Let me grab some big ones here. We want it to stick pretty good, so. This suite, I guess it's a suite, is going to be available November 1st. So if you are interested, I am doing a pre-order. So if you're interested, I will take an order from you. You can contact me and I will take all your information, and then November 1st we'll get it ordered for you and it'll ship directly to you. So if you are loving this like I am, I love, love, love this paper. It has so many beautiful, beautiful patterns that it, I mean, I love every sheet of it, which is amazing. Usually there's one or two that I like and that's it, but with this one, I am just loving every sheet. So it will go fast, I'm sure. It is coming out in the January catalog, but I have a feeling that by then there may not be any paper left. And it's on a first come, first serve basis for this paper. So you're gonna wanna get it right away. So I'm going to, whoops, that's stuck on me. I'm going to add some bling to this. So I'm going to use the Genial Gems. It does have gems that come with it. They're just not my favorite shape. And I think the Genial Gems are a good complement to it. So I'm going to grab a couple of those. How about 3 of them? 1 for each flower. Look at that. They fit on those little flowers. You don't see them very much, but, and I think I will put, no, I'm going to put a bow up there. So let's put a bow. Let me tie a bow here. And I think I need a new pair of paper snips. So mine are cutting okay. Oh, nope, I lied. Okay. I'm going to attach my bow with a glue dot. Just right up here. And I think we need a couple more gems. Let's add 1 up here and 1 more. Got 2 there. If I put it over here, you won't see it. Let's just put it over here by the sending hugs. That works. All right, so that is my project for today. And it opens here. And you know what, guys? You could decorate this so much more. You could put a DSP here. You could put one here. That would look really cute with a, let's do that. How about something kind of soft and subtle there? I wish I had put some here now. What do you think? Should we do it? Yes, no? Thanks, Anne. I'm just not sure I want to do it. Huh. It's fun. So Anne, you get to make one of these. So if you can practice so that you're ready for club. Anyway, that is my project for today. Thank you for joining me. Jill says yes, we should put it there. Okay. All right, let's try it and see. You know what? I'm going to put the same paper. How about that? So let's go. Let me cut this at 1 1/4. That's what I think it is. 8 1/2, 10. Yep, that should be. How about that? That will tie it together, won't it? Or is that too much? I feel like it needs something here. But you have to be really careful what you put there because it will hang up on the opening. So you guys saw what I did here. Here I did stamp it. I like that. I like it stamped there. better than I like it. See, I like that better than the DSP there. So it feels like it needs something here. So I'm going to put, if I put an oval there, an oval would work because you could put the dimensionals underneath. Let's get an oval real quick. We have an oval. Oh, I know. That's too big. I'm still working. I'm looking for a heart. A heart punch. It is a big heart punch, isn't it? Let's look and see how that works. The heart should work. I mean, come on, we're doing sending hugs, right? Maybe something like that. Okay, come on, give me some feedback, guys. It needs a greeting. No, yes, maybe. How about a smaller heart? Let's see. Maybe let's do a little heart in the middle. So I need a die that's got a little heart. Or, I know. How about a little tiny heart punched in the middle? Surely I have a little tiny heart punch, right? Yeah. This is a retired punch. But you know, these little punches we keep, for a long time. Little pink heart, red heart. I think it should be red. Okay, give me some feedback. I want to hear what you're saying. You like the idea, huh? Mary? Okay, how's that? A little red heart? Or should it be a bigger heart or a green heart? I don't want a green heart. Green heart is envy, isn't it? I think that's what it means. How about a pale green heart? Okay. That is a good idea. Let's see. I think Mick Macaron is too much off the color, but maybe soft seafoam? No. Let's try this one. Yeah, I don't like the pink heart. It has to be I think it has to be a green heart. Like that. Look at that. That's sweet. How sweet. Okay, let's put it on there. So I'm going to put that on with green glue there. If I can do this without getting it all over me. Okay. I have an idea. Oh, we'll just leave it like it is. Okay, and then I'm going to put dimensionals on the back. So I'm going to put my dimensionals in the middle. And hopefully we will not stop it from closing. Ooh, I got something on it. My heart's a little crooked. It's okay. All right, now let's see if it'll keep it. It will. It will let it close. How fun! Look at that. I like that better. Definitely. All right. Thank you guys for joining me today. You can find all the instructions and the measurements at stampwithdeb.com.